FC Kids Stuff. I'm recording FC Kids Stuff today on Saturday from my house. And I'm changing completely what I was going to talk about today because for those of you who live in Newton County, yesterday was a big day. Yesterday, the school board decided that you would do virtual only learning for this semester and that you would not start school until September the 8th. Do you feel like, whether you live in Rockdale County or Newton County, that things are constantly changing? Do you feel like, man, I can't count on anything. I can't know for sure what's going to happen. I can't know for sure when something is going to happen. I don't know for sure if somebody's going to change what's going to happen. Do you feel like that? I can only imagine that you do. The superintendent of Rockdale County Schools yesterday decided that he was going to delay fall sports for Rockdale County, for the schools. If you go to Rockdale or Heritage or Salem football games, that affects you. If you know of somebody who plays on one of those teams or runs track or cross country or something like that, that affects them. And it seems like things are changing all around us, doesn't it? I know that sometimes it feels like we watch and hear something one day, and then the next day it's different. And then the next day it's different, and then the next day it's different. And it's hard to know what to do or what to think. Now, I'm not meaning to sound like everything is oh ho hum, this is all bad, I can't stand it, because there's lots of really cool things going on. Like, we're going to open up again, we think, on September 13th and September 16th at church. Your parents should have gotten a letter about that this week because it went out on Wednesday. If they haven't gotten it yet, they'll get it Monday or Tuesday, I'm sure. And if they don't get it, they can send me an email and I'll be happy to send them another one. But you know, all of this change made me think about how hard it is to know what to believe or how long we can believe something. But I thought about something that's very comforting to me, and I want to make sure that you know it too. And that's this: that even if things are changing all around us, there is someone that we can count on who never, ever changes. Do you know who that is? If you said God, you are correct. God never, ever changes. And I've got two verses for you that I want to remind you of. The first one is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. And it says this: I am the Lord, and I do not change. Did you catch that? I am the Lord, and I do not change. Ever. Never, ever. No matter what the news says, no matter what is the most popular thing going on around the world right then, no matter what the virus is doing, nothing. I am the Lord, and I do not change. There's another verse. It's in James chapter 1, verse 17, and it says this: whatever is good and perfect comes down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. He never changes. So there's an Old Testament verse in Malachi, there's a New Testament verse in James that both say the same thing. God never, ever changes. So what does that mean for you, and what does that mean for me? Well, when we don't know who to believe, we can believe what God says. When we don't know who to trust, we can trust God. When we're uncertain about what's happening around us, we can know that He is certain, and He is still in control, and He is still God. If everything around us is changing, we can know that one person doesn't change, and that is God, and we can count on it. We can put a stamp on it and say, absolutely, no matter what is changing around me, God will not change. Ever, ever, ever. That's a big encouragement to me, because sometimes it just feels like everything is changing and nothing is the same. It does seem like that in the things that are going on around us, but this is what I know, and this is what I want you to know. No matter what, God will not, cannot, and does not change. Ever. Count on it. Trust Him. Believe Him. So how do you know what to trust? How do you know what to believe? How do you know what's not going to change? His Word. His Word tells us who He is. His Word tells us what He wants us to know. His Word tells us how to live. His Word tells us how He loves us. His Word tells us how He's in control. And so you can believe and trust His Word, because you can believe and trust the one who gave us His Word, and that is God. I love you. I hope to see you in person very soon. I miss you so badly, and I want you to know that you can trust and believe God, because He does not change. I love you. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.